Hello Rift fans, and welcome back to the Rift Archive in the Planetouched Wilds. This video is a special video, and boy, did it take a lot to get this content. But I did it. I've recorded all 31 of the voiceover interactions between Khar and Usukhel. These are the little chats that the two of them have when they are adventuring around with your tune. I hope you all enjoy listening to their banter as much as I did. I mean, they're just adorable. Anyway, let's get to it. I hope you enjoy.
Usukhel, think of person.
Damn.
Khar win again.
My turn. I'm thinking of a...
Usukhel guess naked acolyte ladies.
Okay, that's spooky, correct. Your turn.
Usukhel, imagine person.
Is it that daggerbone guy again?
How Khar do that?
Ancient Bahmi secret. My turn. I am thinking of a...
Usukhel guess tavern.
Am I broadcasting my thoughts? Did one of those ascended dominators put the whammy on me? Yes, absolutely right.
Usukhel go next. Usukhel go next.
I bet you're thinking of that beautiful man.
Usukhel wonder how Khar do that.
I am only as good as the opponent I'm given. My turn. Wait, no, hold on. Okay, this one is a hard one. Ready? I'm thinking of a...
Usukhel guess carving of Queen Nar stolen in age of Ilsetsik, recovered by Mad King Ori, and entrusted to boy Acolyte, who later became Titan, that start having manly thoughts upon viewing tiny statue.
That's totally wrong! I was thinking of a cadlig. Just a cadlig. I'm lying. She's amazing at 20 questions. Well, the guessing part. Usukhel! Usukhel! I...
Khar.
No, Usukhel. I...
Khar.
Okay. You...
Usukhel.
No, not you, me!
Khar.
Ancestors, pronouns, Usukhel! Why is this so hard? You, me, he, she, they.
Usukhel, Khar. Some guy, some girl, some person. Usukhel not think this hard at all. Usukhel wonder why Khar so worked up.
Yeah! You do have a death curse!
Usukhel wonders about Teth.
Are you wondering where you're gonna kick him? I'm thinking left testicle. That is, assuming he has any. Yeah, it's really tough planning revenge against a being who's like a billion different forms. I wonder if they all feel sympathetic pain. That may explain why he's such a cadlu pit.
Usukhel think Usukhel meet Teth many times in life. Usukhel think that every time bad thing happen after Usukhel work hard to make Usukhel better, it must be Teth.
Usukhel, you're a genius.
Usukhel glad Khar realized this.
There's always been some mouth-breathing pain in the ancestors' wind hole around making everything bad for me. And it must have been some incarnation of Teth! That Primalist acolyte that kept farting during meditation!
Three-headed deer that make Usukhel vomit after eating raw.
That rustler that stole my sheep!
Giant flying spider that lay eggs in Usukhel hair.
That swordsman that bullied me as a child!
Formless massive eyes and teeth that whisper secrets that Usukhel not meant to hear.
You and I have lived very different lives. Usukhel, why were you feral and raised by tigers in the first place? Did a tiger kill your real parents and then take pity on you?
Usukhel shocked that Khar think that.
You don't think a tiger would kill a family? Or you don't think they would adopt a helpless child?
Usukhel never helpless. Usukhel get bored with family and run away. Wrestle tiger until tiger agreed to take Usukhel as child.
How old were you when you wrestled the tigers?
Usukhel not know. Usukhel wrestled tigers before Usukhel could speak.
You beat up some tigers when you were an infant?
Khar remember this. Khar not make Usukhel angry.
Khar will not.
Usukhel wonder where Khar learned tightening.
A cult taught me. I was their star pupil.
Oh, great one say that cults are evil. Khar evil student?
No, I was not an evil student. I was the great hero. They were gonna make me the keeper of the radiance.
Usukhel think that sound like great honor.
Usukhel would be wrong. Yet again, keeper is a trap. They give you all this honor, and then you end up fighting against Teth until you die.
Huh. Usukhel think that sound like Khar's life now.
Ancestors kicked in teeth, you're right. Remind me to punch the next Primalist I meet right in the face. Hey, Usukhel, you keep saying you're an ocelot.
Usukhel tigress. Ocelot is to tigress as if she is to Usukhel.
Was that an analogy? Nicely done, Usukhel. I'll turn you into a learned scholar yet.
Usukhel really not think so.
Why do you wear a wolf on your head if you're a cat?
Usukhel not understand what Khar not understand.
If you're a tiger, shouldn't you have a cat on your head?
Usukhel very offended. Usukhel wonder what Khar think of Usukhel.
Calm down! I didn't mean to touch a nerve. I was just wondering.
Usukhel not murder mother and wear mother on head?
Wow, too far, Usukhel!
Would Khar kill mother to wear skin?
Well, then why do you wear a wolf's head?
Usukhel hate wolf. Wolf mean to Usukhel. Wolf try kill Usukhel many times. Usukhel show wolf Usukhel greatest hunter by killing wolf. Usukhel show all other hunters Usukhel greatest by wearing wolf. Usukhel also find wolf warm and soft. Wolf much better friend to Usukhel as hat. Usukhel forgive wolf.
Khar's sorry he asked.
Usukhel forgive Khar too.
So, Usukhel, have you decided which faction you are going to join?
Usukhel not know what is faction.
The Ascended love to join factions and then argue about it, or so I've heard. If you want to be a demigod, you join up with the Guardians, but then you gotta go to church all the time.
Usukhel not know what church is.
It's like going to Ovog to attend a lecture by one of the acolytes. Every week for hours on end to talk about what the ancestors wanted you to do but never bothered to tell you, except an oblique metaphor in a book someone else wrote.
Usukhel pass.
Ah, so you fancy yourself a cyborg? Then you would be a defiant.
Usukhel not know what cyborg is.
It's part construct, part person, like those Storm Legion tools, but not evil. You could be a paragon of science and super sorcery.
Usukhel not think that right for Usukhel either. Usukhel not right for church. Usukhel not right for cyborg. Usukhel is just Usukhel. Usukhel friend with Great One. Usukhel friend with everyone who nice to Usukhel. Usukhel not need church cyborg club. Usukhel wonder about new plane of Telara. Will Khar leave Wilds and go to new old land?
No, Usukhel, I'm the Titan of the Wilds. I can't just leave. The Bahmi need me. I have to lead them into a glorious new future.
That's what Usukhel asking. Where Khar lead people to?
I'm gonna stay right here. I'm not going anywhere. Except if the Wilds take off for another plane. Then I'm leaving for some place of metaphors about the mortal condition that expresses itself in a toxic energy.
So is Khar leaving or not? Usukhel think conversation become puppet show routine.
Puppets? Where? I banished them from the Wilds. I will kill you, Carnival of Mysteries clown!
Usukhel want know why Khar have big round stone on the house.
The Great Wheel? Usukhel, I forgot you grew up in a filthy ditch.
Usukhel cave was clean. Usukhel not mess and eat same place.
The Great Wheel is this vision that the ancient Primalists had about the Wilds. Something about how each of us is tested in the crucible of each plane. And we can either let it crush us or emerge stronger. It also represents how Teth takes our radiant karma, so we don't go anywhere. We're all stuck on the wheel, endlessly trying to earn a radiance for release. But that demon just keeps eating it eternally.
Usukhel amazed and sad.
I know! It is super depressing. I asked about replacing it with a big diorama of all of everyone in Shalkorva having a party. But Ureg told me it was unseemly. And then suddenly I'm the bad guy for wanting to replace the depressing spiritual carving of the Bahmi.
Usukhel now know why Khar turned everything into joke. Khar have to look at wheel of misfortune every day. Usukhel not understand why wilds go to plains.
The rhino stepped on it.
Usukhel not believe Khar.
I didn't make the silly history of this place, Usukhel. I just had to memorize it so that Master Ugagla would stop beating me. Here's a tip from the king. Don't let your children be taught by acolytes whose philosophy involves getting really angry.
Usukhel not think.
Because learning the alphabet was not fun!
Usukhel not think animal walking on land could knock it into plains.
It's not just a rhino, it's a cosmic rhinoceros!
Usukhel not understand.
If I were to punch you, what would you do?
Usukhel leap at Khar and rip out intestines.
Right, but right for the intestines? Wow, Usukhel. But what if I were to cosmic punch you?
Usukhel get knocked outside reality and forced to face existential crisis. Usukhel only hope for survival is rising to the heroic potential that exists within all mortals. Usukhel now understand and revere cosmic rhinoceros.
Right.
Usukhel still not sure civilization better than life in cave.
Why did you leave it?
Usukhel tigress in cave. Usukhel hunt wolves. Usukhel not happy, but not sad. Strange woman appear. Strange woman smell like flowers and sweat. Strange woman give Usukhel shiny gem. Usukhel take gem. Usukhel get no ideas. Usukhel suddenly know how speak good and punch everyone with icy death.
You know that was probably Teth, right? That sounds like one of the radiances of the Bahmi.
Khar makes sense. Strange woman did tell Usukhel do bad things with new power. Usukhel get bored with villainy quickly, though.
Also, you got an unstoppable crush on that Daggerbone guy.
Beautiful man have face that tame 1,000 tigresses. Usukhel hear that Bahmi like raid other planes.
Yes! Raiding a stronghold of demons and taking all their stuff is the most fun and profitable thing you can do. The Ascended agrees. Yeah, this one knows what that's all about. Am I right, Cadlu? Ha yeah!
Usukhel understand. When Khar raid Telara cities.
Wait, what?
Khar say raiding cities fun and good. Usukhel think it sound fun. Usukhel want in. Usukhel want know when raid Meridian. Usukhel sacred library and burn irreplaceable knowledge. Usukhel capture beautiful man. Usukhel put beautiful man on shoulder and carry off. Usukhel live happily ever after with trophy who love her forever.
Whoa, wait, Usukhel, hold on. First off, we're not going to raid the Telaran cities. The Ascended are there, and they would kick our collective butts. Plus, it's just not neighborly. If we're truly back in Telara, we have to hold off raiding until they really piss us off.
Usukhel understand. Khar smart. Good tactics.
Khar very smart. Now Khar talk about consent for your beautiful man.
Usukhel not need lecture. Usukhel know it's all just game and beautiful man agree to play it.
He did?
Beautiful man say Usukhel okay to carry him off if ever Usukhel conquer his city.
I suspect Tam doesn't know what forces he's unleashed upon Telara.
Usukhel not understand what cosmic rhino is.
What's not to get? He's a rhino, but cosmic.
Usukhel try figure out what cosmic mean. Rhino live up in sky?
Actually, he lives in the plane of Earth.
Khar tell Usukhel that cosmic rhino not live in sky, but in dirt. Khar not make any sense. Usukhel hit Khar now. Hard.
Whoa, hey, wait! I didn't invent this crazy cosmology, I just live here.
Usukhel want Khar be clear. Rhino real?
Yes, the rhino is real. You can see his footsteps mashed into that field.
Rhino a god.
Well, I'm not really clear on that. I don't know what constitutes a deity anymore. More powerful than the Ascended? Yes. More powerful than a dragon? I think so. A god? I don't know. Aren't the gods supposed to reward you for demanding things from them? You'd have to talk to a theologian, and doing so would just put you to sleep or enrage you.
Usukhel even more confused about what Rhino is.
Just stick to revering the ancestors, and don't let the rhino step on you. Oh, and if you meet any ogres, use the long 5 plat word for the creature, or they get really cheesed off.
Rhino Kaikara's a palooza.
Close enough. Why are you making that weird face?
Usukhel not scowl. Usukhel open mouth to smell.
Oh, right. You learned everything you need to know about life from watching cats.
Usukhel, tigress of the wilds. Usukhel, berserker.
I know, Usukhel. Now, why are you doing your funny little sniffy face?
Usukhel trying to smell Teth. Teth have strange smell. They smell like just before rain in garbage dump, covered up by Sevshi's perfume.
Oh, so he smells like Sevshi? After a night of partying at the Beagle Bar?
Oh, Usukhel see one! Mornings.
Okay, yeah. 2 points.
Usukhel, look for more.
Ah, over there in the distance by that boulder. Geese are after swimming.
Usukhel not see. Oh, yes. Khar right. Usukhel give Khar points.
I am crushing this game.
Usukhel was told not to crush anything related to this game. But what Khar do in own time, Khar business.
It's an idiom, Uuskhel. And another 2 points for me. See that engorged tumescent shrine over there?
Usukhel thought only Bahmi type count. That more like Khadgak.
The Bahmi rule is only to prevent everything from counting. You still need to use your imagination.
Usukhel let Khar enjoy Red Shrine.
Ha ha ha, Uuskhel.
Usukhel win! Usukhel get many points! Acolytes after group meditation.
Ancestor Saphirs. I should have known she'd be too good at this game.
Usukhel wonder how Khar become Titan.
Oh wow, now there is a story. I'm surprised you haven't heard the bards sing of that epic tale.
Usukhel never hear any bard sing anything about Khar.
Well, they should! It's a great tale of a selfless hero who fights against overwhelming odds. I single-handedly took on the armies of the tyrant king Oroi to save my sister.
Usukhel not know what anyone want take save she.
I think she barged in to see him or to have tea or something. The point is that I fought my way up through the city and defeated the corrupt king. And since no one was left alive to claim it, I took the throne of Shalkorva for myself and brought honor to the Silver Wolf clan.
Khar is part of Silver Wolf clan?
Yes, Uuskhel!
Usukhel wrong. Usukhel has heard bard songs about Khar.
Oh, really? What songs?
Usukhel hear a song called Drunken Grey Wolf, a loud barking wolf with small tail, all bark no bite, yippee satchel wolf,
Never mind.
mangy old wolf, barking thief, omega wolf in charge, shedding drunken wolf.
That's enough, Uuskhel! I get the point.
Usukhel never could figure out subtle political commentary in them until just now.
So, Uuskhel, you've traveled all over the wilds when you were just a lynx.
Usukhel tigress.
Whatever, some form of cat. But you did see everything from a cat's eye view.
Usukhel did travel all of wilds as tigress. Usukhel see Bahmi. Usukhel see Kadlu. Usukhel not terribly impressed with Bahmi. Usukhel think Kadlu tastes better.
Well, thank the ancestors for small favors. Did you ever get to Calweddi? Play the puzzle, hunt down a fairy? I could just see you with a fairy in your mouth, dropping its murdered form on the ledge of Shalkorva. Hilarious!
Usukhel go to Calweddi many times. Usukhel have much fun as tigress in Calweddi. Usukhel not know Khar a permutator. Usukhel very happy find out. Usukhel last time play discovered that green wall orb remove shape. Usukhel not know this for all time that Usukhel spent in Calweddi. Usukhel spend so much time removing outer and Vawa pieces before learn this. Usukhel want know what Khar first solution. Usukhel use Yogit or Rebu Gambit. Khar so smart. Khar know to place Kaku first. Usukhel take many times learned that.
I feel like I just walked into the Cadlu Ooker's lair without my glaive. Don't make eye contact. Back away slowly.
Usukhel like moth.
The giant bug that lays its eggs in corpses?
Usukhel think moth pretty.
Well, then by that standard, the Khadgak are the greatest animals in the wilds.
Usukhel not like Khadgak. Usukhel think it bad-tempered, makes smelly sounds, and not fun to look at. Usukhel not understand why Khar think Khadgak pretty.
Not pretty, Usukhel. Tasty. You've hunted Cadlu before. Their scales aren't rock crystal. They're salt.
Usukhel know all too well.
Well, most of us don't butcher Khadgak with our teeth. Learn to use tools. Oh, you get the belly fatty meat that's been pre-cured, fry that up. Ancestor's tongue. Oh, I could go for a gak bacon, cabbage, and onion kusher right now. Oh, especially with some of that spicy sauce we got from the Lantern Hook emissary.
Usukhel skeptical about cooked food.
Even bacon? How could you not like bacon? Khadgak bacon is the best! That's it, Usukhel. If we make it back, I'm ordering a great feast. There will be bacon-wrapped everything. And it's a Titan's commandment that you attend.
Usukhel wonder if Usukhel give back radiance to Teth, become tigress again. Usukhel wonder who this ancestor is.
Which one? My dad?
Khar have father?
Yes, Usukhel. I'm not some vat-grown cyborg abomination. No offense, Ascended. Or are you a demigod?
Khar never talk about father.
Well, I didn't know him. He was out hunting rams in the plane of life when the wheel turned. So he's trapped in the plane of life forever. Forever hunting those herds. Or maybe he decided to beat up the local Feylord and establish himself as king of the eternal green jungle. Wrestling giant babaroos, rescuing fairy princesses, fighting legendary beasts like a total badass. Or at least that's what my mother told me.
Khar not believe mother?
I've put all the power of my brain behind believing her lie. The alternative is to notice how the bartender at the Beagle Bar has my nose.
Why Khar say prayer to father's foot, spleen, blood, toe, nose every time he get angry?
Oh, the ancestors! Those are the big blue shellistry. They're our distant relations. They came to Telara to help fight Crucia. But instead, they just spent all their time trying to make it with humans.
Usukhel find new respect for religion.
Ew.
Usukhel wonder what Khar do after Great One defeat Teth.
Why do you assume it will be the Ascended? Maybe I'll defeat Teth. I am the Titan of the Wilds.
Usukhel think if Khar was defeat Teth, Khar get around to it sooner. Usukhel think Khar and Usukhel beloved sidekicks of Great One. Usukhel okay with role. Usukhel happy help Great One. Usukhel earn glory as tigress later. Usukhel think saving wilds important.
Way to show me my place, Usukhel. Fine, it's the Ascended's quest. But I still get to be amazing.
Usukhel wonder why Khar upset. Khar lead Great One to all important places by doing what Khar do. Khar drink, Great One find Teth. Khar rude to subject, Great One find Teth. Khar go rile up monsters because Khar bored, Great One find Teth. Khar do everything Khar normally do, Great One end up helping wilds. Usukhel think Khar very helpful. Usukhel think Great One think Khar helpful too.
You're right, Usukhel. My drinking is very important to this mission. Ancestors liver! My drinking is important to the fate of the world! I vow to be as drunk and annoying as possible, so that the Tenebrian menace will be defeated! I'm sorry I snapped at you, Usukhel.
Usukhel no Khar friends with Usukhel. Usukhel like hearing it said. Usukhel try again. Earth, fire, death, hunger, Mondays, ivy, and then earth again.
No, Usukhel, not even close. Mondays. You think there's a plane of bad Mondays? That's ridiculous. I mean, what would that even be like? Like, everything that could go wrong would go wrong? And suddenly their entire civilization would be sent backwards in time until they were grunting cavemen? Everyone just concerned with their own pleasure and basic needs? Ancestors, Pinky! I just described the wilds, haven't I?
Usukhel once more win in Battle of Wits with Khar. Usukhel not know why Usukhel must memorize planes.
Partially to know what color-coded rift of doom you're entering. Green means a giant leafy cat will eat you. Yellowish-brown means super-intelligent bugs or, evil merchants. It helps to know what kind of lesson the cosmos wants to teach you when it kills you.
Usukhel understand. Khar think Cosmos out to hurt Khar by making grow as person. Khar can know what lesson will be taught, so Khar can avoid any growth. Usukhel wonder why Usukhel learn plane types.
Because, Usukhel, it's a big deal around Shalkorva all the planes the wilds have been to. They even carved it on that big stupid wheel. It's symbolic.
Usukhel not interested in mythic symbolism.
Oh, they're idioms, Usukhel. They're idioms that can kill you. You have to learn them.
Usukhel reluctantly become learned. Usukhel wonder who invent Primalist.
The master of Ovog told me it was a crazy old coot called Zamnoots.
Usukhel make hers up because Usukhel so angry. So very angry! Usukhel turn anger into explosions of ice and death. Usukhel feel much better afterward.
Yeah, punching explosions of ice and death sounds really well adjusted.
Usukhel think Usukhel manage anger well. Khar deal with fury differently than Usukhel.
Yes, Usukhel, I drink. Heavily.
Usukhel feel good about adventuring.
Why is that?
Usukhel cave lonely and hard. Shalkorva confusing and soft. Adventuring, nice middle ground. Sleep in bed and write letters to beautiful man, yet still saunter about murdering. Usukhel like.
I don't saunter. I strut.
everyone likes to jump.
Of course, it's a gift of the ancestors. When they saw we were in trouble with this whole plane traveling curse, they decided to help us out by making our homeland a bouncy house. They didn't send us home or break the great wheel or even prevent us from falling into the fiery pit. No, that wouldn't have taught us a valuable lesson fighting rock monsters from the pit of the underworld with our bare hands. But at least we were all given the ability to jump around like magic rabbits.
Usukhel know now why Khar not invited to Jump Club. Usukhel wonder why spiky earth is down and airy plains up.
It's the balloons.
Usukhel thought balloons used for sky whale hunt.
That's what everyone thinks, but they're wrong. You're wrong too, Usukhel. The balloons are actually used to hold up the entirety of the wilds. We should have sunk into the elemental muck years ago, but they provide enough lift to keep up the continental shelf. That's what those sails in Shalkorva do as well. They allow us to sail between planes.
Usukhel not realized this before. Khar open Usukhel eyes to truth of wind-based planar mechanics of cosmos. How Khar learned such mystic secrets.
I don't know. Same way I learn all my secrets. Some drunk guy told me all about it in the Beagle Bar.
Usukhel wonder about radiance.
That mystical something that used to make the Bahmi extra special? That little extra special undefinable that makes me the most fascinating and interesting king you've ever met?
If Khar say.
I do say, because it's true, Usukhel.
Usukhel need more convincing.
It's the soul of our people, Usukhel. The Bahmi used to have the most advanced culture in the world. It was full of art, philosophy, and a deep spiritual reverence. We were the greatest wizards, the most devout clerics, and our Magitech engineers were so renowned, the magician himself had us build his devices. Shalkorva was once the center of the civilized world. Teth stole all that from us. Now we live in ruins, and our greatest achievements are putting a fiery tip on our tinky fits. Teth will pay for that.
Usukhel have more question. Usukhel wonder why Khar angry about loss of all that. Khar drink Babaru berry schnapps until he lose sight last night. Khar tell Usukhel that wizards too scared wear pants. Khar convince Usukhel to climb to top of keep, aim vomit at merchants.
And your point is, Usukhel?
Khar seem happy in wilds as is. Usukhel wonder why Khar want culture stuff that not here.
The radiant karma Teth stole takes the form of gems.
Usukhel kill Teth. Usukhel take gems. Usukhel wonders what Khar keep looking at.
I thought I saw someone following us.
Usukhel not smell danger. Khar and Usukhel followed by smell invisible wizard.
Settle down. I think it's just some guy I know.
Khar friends with some guy?
I can have friends outside the courts.
Usukhel skeptical that Khar maintain many.
Well, thanks for your social critique, Usukhel, but this guy, he was never a friend. He was the tool that took over my last job after I quit.
Khar not always Titan? Usukhel surprised.
Yeah, I was being groomed to be the keeper of the Radiance. Some ancient Primalist's idea of how to beat Teth by hiding our karma from him. It was a job suited to me, because it was about being awesome and kicking monsters in the butt. But then I didn't like the retirement benefits, so I bailed on it and never completed the first ritual. Sons can do it. I get to be king.
Usukhel wonder why this man follow you then.
Revenge? I got out. He didn't.
Great One and friends dress differently than Bahmi.
Yeah, we mostly dress in whale leather. They look like a costume festival exploded on them. Then there's you, Usukhel.
Khar think Usukhel dress funny?
Dressed is overstating it. You look like you're in the middle of one of those pranks where someone steals your clothes while you're bathing in a waterfall.
Usukhel like what she wears. Usukhel not encumbered by clothing. Usukhel thinks that dodge is good strategy. Usukhel not see point of covering body with layers of moth silk like Sivshi does.
Oh, ancestors' eyes, Usukhel! Now you got me picturing my sister dressed like you. That is not an image I am comfortable with.
Usukhel have question about Teth.
Get in line, sister. Who is this Cadlu wipe? Why did he plague us for centuries? How is he stealing all of our karmic radiance? What does he do with the radiance? Does he put it in a giant vault and swim around in it? That would be cool. Can I do that? Did he create the Bach, or does he just have the same bad taste in friends? And what is his plan now that we're back in Telara?
Khar question stupid.
Oh, yeah?
Usukhel have good question. Khar know that Teth have many forms.
Each one is of a different incarnation of one of his many lives that were all linked by his corrupt soul. I was the one that told you, Usukhel.
Khar know that Teth be together in big group.
Yes, Urig covered all this in his boring briefing.
Khar also know that sometime Teth worm, other time Teth girl.
Is your question going somewhere, Usukhel?
Khar think Teth get formed together for kissing?
Oh, I think I just threw up a bit in my mouth. That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
Khar agree with Usukhel about Teth.
Khar agree. Usukhel, stop!
Usukhel wonder why Khar so bullheaded.
I am not bullheaded. Who told you that? It was Sevshi, wasn't it? Or was it Ureg? It was Ureg! Ancestors' broken legs! I'm gonna break his legs. That'll teach him not to gossip. We should send him to Hylal to go to Badger Bard School.
Usukhel not realize that badgers bards.
They're not bards, Usukhel. They're liars. Have you ever talked to a badger? Never believe a word they say.
Usukhel will not. Usukhel still wonder why Khar bullheaded.
I told you, Urig's spreading that... Wait, you don't understand idioms, do you? You're asking about the primal avatar of the ram. As Titan of the Wilds, I've learned to harness the power of the enraged ram. Then I'm unstoppable.
Usukhel stop ram as tigress. Usukhel leap on the hindquarters and bite hard. Usukhel tire ram out. Ram collapse in exhaustion with Usukhel on top.
I thought you said you were gonna make an effort to keep your fan fiction about Tam to yourself. Seriously though, have you ever gotten hit by a ram?
Usukhel has.
How did it feel?
Usukhel feel like every bone in body want to weep and curl up in pain.
Exactly. I am the head of the ram, not the hindquarters. Usukhel!
What Khar want?
It's time.
What time?
Too much time has passed since the last time.
Usukhel not understand what Khar want.
I'm trying to avert a greater tragedy.
What Khar talking about?
I'm trying to be vague to spare you social embarrassment. Why are you fighting this? We worked out this complex series of code words. Did you forget?
Usukhel did forget.
Well, never mind, Ascended. Forget you overheard all that.
Usukhel remembers.
How was I supposed to cover for that? Declare a national emergency?
Thanks for watching, folks. See you soon.